Success will follow when people have fun and get invested in the process. When I was in seminary, I had to do a year-long pastoral training, kind of practical experience. I ended up being placed in a church that was really struggling. And the reason they were struggling was because they had spent 3 years with two pretty clear goals. It was to get their money or their finances to a self-sustainable point and to get their numbers in the seats to a self-sustainable point. And they were laser focused on those goals. But over the course of trying to reach those goals, it became not fun. It became not spiritually fulfilling. And it sapped that joy out of being a community of churchgoers. And so when I came to that church, the first thing I said is, how do we have fun with this? Forget all the stuff we've been doing. Forget all the pressure we have on growing or getting more money. How do we have fun? And they said, well, we like worshiping together. And I said, all right, let's focus on our worship. Let's just make that as good as we can. What's the second thing you guys enjoy? And they said, well, we love going out to eat together. Well, that's pretty simple. Let's just go out to lunch every week. And through that process of just having fun, doing two simple things, going out to lunch, building a community, getting to know one another better and kind of celebrating each other's successes as well as our challenges, we began to build it up. And you know what happens when people are having fun? The results begin to come. Other people say, wow, that's kind of a cool community. I'd like to be a part of that. And then it starts growing and all of a sudden more people are in the seats. And then people are like, I want to support that financially. And then they're giving a little more money. And so it grows and grows because you started just having fun and building community in the process. It can also happen if you have a personal goal. So one of the things that I've found is if I set a goal and I say, okay, I want to go to 30,000 steps a day, right? The most linear straight line way to do that would be to just get up and do a 15-mile run, right? Every day. Well, how long do you think that's going to last? Unless you're a hardcore kind of distance runner, how likely is it you're going to get up and say, I'm going to run 15 miles every day before work, no matter what? Probably not going to happen. Instead of worrying about 15-mile runs, I decided, all right, I'm going to play some racquetball with some of the guys I like at my gym. And I'm going to play some pickup basketball. And I love to walk my dogs through the neighborhood and just see people and talk to neighbors. I'm going to do things that I enjoy. Well, do you know what started to happen? My steps started to go up. Not because I was doggedly fixated that I have to have 30,000 steps, but because I figured out in the process, how do I make this fun?